I am a no-brainer. I am a no-brainer. That's what we're talking about today. Culturally, societally, is that a word? There is this collective, to some people, this collective story about men, about guys, right? Undecided, commitment phobe, question mark, question mark, question mark. Doesn't know if he wants to be in a relationship. Doesn't want to give up his freedom. It's bullshit. And I'm not saying that those aren't real situations and circumstances that happen, but I'm saying that you get to decide whether or not you're available for that shit. Stop being available for bullshit. I can't be available for bullshit. I don't have time for bullshit. So we've talked about this. God, there's a couple things that I want to talk about here. And I kind of want to take a note really quick because I don't want to forget any of the things. Okay, we're just going to jump in. We're going to flow, and whatever needs to be said is going to be said. We're setting the intentions now. The other day, it wasn't the other day, the other week, the other month, I don't remember. Time doesn't really exist. At some point in the past, a man approached me to, I don't know. I don't know what that man approached me for. I have theories. I have ideas. I don't know what that man approached me for, but that's not what this is about. Now, this man who approached me in a parking lot, oh my God. This is not a story time. This is just a little quick anecdote. It's not a story time. It's an anecdote. He approached me. He was into astrology. I will not share my thoughts or any other comments. And he's asking me questions about my natal chart. And he hears that I have Venus and Aries. He is like, oh, you drop people quickly. And he kept saying it. I'm so sorry. Babe, you manifest what you fear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just so fucking hilarious because he kept saying, oh, you like to cut people off. And I didn't block his phone number by the end of that day. I feel like it may have been a personal record for how quick. No, it wasn't. Anyway. So I was thinking about that, and it made me laugh, and that's part of the thing that inspired this conversation today. So there was this guy. What do we even need to say about it? Not much. But okay, my experience, I can connect with someone, see the potential. I can have visions of our life together. I can have visions. I can have dreams of our children. I literally last night sat and was having a conversation with this man's ancestors who came to me. I was in meditation. This man, I did not call them. This man's ancestors came to me in meditation and basically were telling me how good, great, and amazing I am for him and for his family. And like, basically that's it. There's so many things that seem to align. And then today I caught wind of some third party bullshit. And third party, and this is quick 2.5, getting to know me. And let me just tell you a little bit. Let me just tell you a little bit about moi, a little bit about her, a little bit about she, a little bit about Natalie. I have a fifth house stellium, astrologically speaking. My sun and Pisces is in the fifth house. My Mercury in Aries is in the fifth house. My Jupiter in Aries is in the fifth house. I take a lot of pride, and I have a lot of ego connected into my love and romance, and a lot of Leo energy. And if you're unfamiliar with this, with Leo energy, the solar system doesn't have two suns. Leo is the sun. The solar system doesn't have two suns. There is one sun. There is not two suns that Earth is orbiting in figure eights. There is one sun. I am the center of the universe. I am the sun. You understanding what I'm saying? You're understanding where I'm going with this? The idea of a third party situation, the idea of a man being indecisive about whether or not he wants to pursue a relationship with me, whether or not he wants to be with me, I take personal offense. I took that personally. Now, little side note of the side note, I'm not going and interpreting this to mean that I'm not good enough. I'm not going, oh my God, he doesn't know if he wants to be with me. He's blah, 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 blah. He's dealing with this and this and this. What does that mean about me? Does that mean that I'm not good enough? That's not what I'm doing. I could do that. I would have done that in the past, but that's not what I'm doing. We've cleared that, we've healed that, we've shifted that. That's done. But it's insulting to me because I'm the fucking sun. What did I say at the very beginning of this? It's a no-brainer. Being in a relationship with me is a no-brainer. So, when I had heard about the third party thing, I don't know, I kind of maybe ignored it, kind of maybe swept it under the rug, because I was sitting here having a conversation with my guides, processing, what do I want? What's going on? What are the choices that I'm making right now? What am I choosing to create? And when I heard about the third party, when I heard about the indecisiveness, it was something that I couldn't shake. I think the kids on TikTok would call it an ick. I think being indecisive about whether or not you want to be with me is an ick. I literally felt shivers, chills in my chest, like energetically, like, oh, that was like a big rift. So suddenly I just became super disinterested. And I was talking to my guides and I'm like, listen, I can deal with lack of confidence. I I can deal with, I feel a little bit insecure. I can deal with, I'm self-sabotaging because I don't want to allow myself to have a good thing. I'm not saying that these are things that you should deal with. I'm saying that these are things that up until now, up until like 5 seconds ago, I was like, whatever, I can deal with this. But third party shit, oh, you're past the line. That's not where I draw the line. That is so far past the fucking line. Because do you have a brain? And I'm not even going to talk anymore about it because it's just going to piss me off. And that's just not, it's not helpful because nothing that needs to be cleared around it, no work that I need to do around it. It's just so fucking annoying because I'm me. I really see myself and I love myself and I value myself. I see the things that I do. I see the things that I create. I see what an amazing woman I am. I value the fuck out of myself. The idea, that's like it's a no-brainer. That's it. It's a no-brainer. I'm not an indecisive woman. I know what I want. And I don't think that indecision is a thing that exists when you're experiencing indecision. You know the thing that you actually want, but you've got limiting beliefs that you're entertaining at the same exact time. But none of that is my fucking business. What somebody else has going on in their life, the reason why somebody can't show up and be the person that I need, that's none of my fucking business. The healing work that somebody needs to do, the interpersonal work that somebody needs to do, that's none of my fucking business unless we decide to be in a relationship and I decide to take a certain level of responsibility in supporting you and healing that interpersonal trauma. Your bullshit is none of my fucking business. So when I heard that, I was just like, oh, well, that's done. That situation is, that's just done. And that's why I started laughing. Because then I remembered what the guy said about cutting people off. And I'm just like, fuck, how are you just gonna completely cut someone off after you just had this whole, after the visions, after the everything, after the goals and blah, blah, blah. And it's not that those things don't mean anything to me. It's that I have a commitment to me. I have a commitment to my future. I don't make commitments to potential realities. I have a commitment to my vortex, and those things are different. My vortex, vibrational escrow, the vibrational reality encompassing all of my soul's desires, my vortex, the things that I have been inspired by God to want, my vortex, the things that I am manifesting, creating, receiving that are the fullest, most greatest expression of my soul. There is my vortex. And then there are potential ways that my vortex can manifest. Excuse me, I burped. As a romantic interest, our future together is a potential reality. I don't make commitments to a potential reality. I have a commitment to my vortex. And this is a really good, interesting way that I've never heard detachment be described before. I have a commitment to my vortex. All of the things that I see, all of the things that I imagine, all of the things that I really, really like and really, really enjoy, those are in my vortex. Whether it happens with this guy, whether it happens with the next guy, who it happens to, that's part of the how. That's none of my fucking business. The universe knows what kind of guys I like. The universe knows what I'm looking for. The universe knows what I want to create. The universe knows what I'm desiring. Hello, it's all in my fucking vortex. Who that person is none of my goddamn business. until he manifests. And there's a ring on my finger. I'm single until I'm married. I'm single until I'm walking down the aisle and there is a very muscular, handsome, sexy, wealthy man looking down the aisle at me, crying. I'm single until I'm married. I don't make commitments to potential realities. I do not. So all of that is done. That's none of my business. That's between him and his ancestors. That's between him and what he's choosing to do in his life. You snooze, you lose, buddy. And I don't have shit else to say. I don't have anything else to say because I'm not indecisive. I know what I want. I'm not indecisive. I know what I want. There are times when the guy's indecisive and the guy's not ready and you're scared of relationships and you have all of these other things that you're not addressing and you have inner children that you haven't integrated right and you are willing to sit in the relationship that's unfulfilling. That in that moment, in that moment you have time. I don't have time. The woman who doesn't know what the fuck she wants, she has time. The woman who doesn't feel safe to have relationships, she has time. The woman who isn't ready to be vulnerable emotionally, she has time. She has time to sit and wait for a man to get his shit together, babe. I don't have time. I don't have time. Because now is the only thing that exists. Future doesn't exist. Past is gone. All I have is right here and right now. I don't have time. I used to show up in relationships and there would be a certain level of like, I want to say like pardon, like, oh, well, he's not ready right now, but maybe if he is ready and da 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 da. No, 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 mm-mm, mm-mm, probably not, probably never again, probably never again for as long as I live, because I'm ready now. And that's a choice and a decision that you make. And when you're sitting and entertaining shit that you know isn't what you're wanting, isn't what you're looking for, you really want to sit with yourself and ask yourself the question, why? Why am I here? Why am I here entertaining this when I could be with the love of my life instead? Why am I here entertaining this? What's alive within me that makes me feel like I can't have the dream guy right here and right now? What's alive within me that makes me feel like men don't want commitment with me? What's alive within me that isn't ready for the dream relationship, that isn't ready for the actual relationship? Because I sat here and when I realized it, when the message came through to me again in another way, I was so turned off that I just had to completely shift my focus. Like, oh, no. Hard pass. 110% now. Because I perceive myself as being a no-brainer. Everything in my life, I'm a decisive woman. I'm a decisive person. I'm somebody who is connected to her soul. My perception is that if you are indecisive, you don't have a connection with your inner being. You don't know who you are. You don't know what your boundaries are. You do not have a strong sense of self. That's none of my fucking business. We have nothing. I'm a woman with a strong sense of self. I'm a woman who knows exactly what she wants. I'm a woman who knows exactly what she's creating. I'm a woman who knows exactly where she's going. As that woman, I absolutely 110% can only connect with men who know what they want. I 110% exclusively connect with men who know that they want commitment. I 110% exclusively connect with men who know that they want to be married. I exclusively 110% connect with men who are committed to me, who want love relationships now. Period, point blank. There is no drama. We don't have time. There is no, oh, this thing happened, but I'm going to stick around and I'm going to see. I don't have time. I don't have time to see. I do not have time to stick around. I know the life plan that I have for myself. I know what I've created for myself. I know the different markers that I'm going to be hitting and doing over the next couple of years. This is going to be very Capricorn moon, Venus and Aries in the 6th house of me. I don't have time. It's shit or get off the pot, because right now I need to be engaged by tomorrow. I need to figure out a way to get this Tiffany diamond by tomorrow. I don't have time. I don't have time. I know what I want. I don't need time. It would be different if I needed time. I don't. It would be different if I was scared of relationships. I'm not. It would be different if I was scared of vulnerability. I'm courageous. So when you're sitting in the relationships, no, I don't even have shit else to say. You're either that girl or you're not that girl. The girls that get it, and the girls that don't. You're either the girl who's ready for the relationship or you're not. You're either the girl who's committed to creating the life that she wants or you're not. That's it. And if you're the girl who's committed to creating the relationship, then you're going to figure out whatever the fuck needs to figure out for you to be in that relationship. And none of it is dependent on another person. I mean, yes, there's another person involved, but none of it is dependent on another person changing anything about them. It's dependent on who you become energetically, and it's dependent on you aligning with the right person for you. I used to tell myself, like, up until 5 seconds ago, oh, I can't release this guy. Oh, I can't let this guy go because it's just so hard for me to imagine and tap into the vibe when I don't have a specific person in mind, blah, blah, blah. And I literally just thought to myself, like, stop fucking lying. Stop fucking lying. Stop lying. And by lying, I mean, stop identifying with this limiting belief. It's a fucking lie. I manifest clients. I manifest sales. I don't know what all y'all look like. I'm manifesting views on this. I don't know where all of y'all are in the world. And it's not more difficult for me. So that's a belief that I've worked through. The who isn't my job. The how isn't my job. But my job is to know that I'm ready now. My job is to know that I've decided now. My job is to know that it's mine now. My job is to allow it in. And when I'm connecting with people who aren't ready, when I'm connecting with people energetically who aren't ready, I'm not allowing it in. Because I'm keeping that vibration alive. I'm keeping the vibration alive of some shit that I don't want. That's fucking unnecessary. Goodbye. I release it. I let it go. Your manifestation process, your deliberate co-creation process is the process of making space to allow in your fucking desires. Somebody get this casket out of here. It's a dead situation. It's done. Let the shit go. And if you can't let the shit go, integrate the inner children and let the shit go. And if you don't know how to integrate the inner children, you don't know how to identify the limiting beliefs, and you don't know how to tap into the new vibe, you don't know how to do all of these things, and I have a course that is going to change your motherfucking life. It's called the Release, Reconnect, and Recognize course. And it has all of the motherfucking things. I am so proud of this course. You can use this course for relationships. You can use this course for jobs. You can use this course for your relationship with your family. It's a manifestation course. It's a healing course. It's an integrate inner children course. It's a tap into new vibrations course. It's a connect with your inner being course. It's mwah, 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 mwah. Chef's fucking kiss. Check it out. Links and more information is in the description box. I now have payment plans available, which is so fucking dope. So check all of that out. Love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next one.